Let's be honest, figuring out if someone's flirting can be as confusing as trying to understand the plot of Inception after falling asleep halfway through. Was that a dream? Are they just being nice? It's a real head-scratcher. Well, fear no more, because today we're cracking the code of love, or at least the code of, hey, this guy might actually be into you. Get ready for the 7 secret signs he's flirting with you. Alright, let's start with the eyes. They are often the first thing we notice about someone, and they can tell us so much without a single word being spoken. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, and there's a lot of truth to that. When someone maintains eye contact, it can convey confidence, interest, and sincerity, which is a little creepy if you think about it too much. But in this case, it's a good thing. Eye contact can create a connection that words sometimes fail to establish. If he's holding your gaze a little longer than usual, like he's trying to memorize your face so he can draw it later from memory, which would be a little weird but flattering nonetheless, that's a good sign. It shows he's genuinely interested in you and is paying close attention. Now, I'm not talking about a staring contest here. Nobody wants to feel like they're being sized up for a staring competition, but there's a balance to be struck. But a lingering look, a little twinkle in his eye, that's the sweet spot. It's that moment when you feel seen and understood, even if no words are exchanged. It's a subtle yet powerful way to communicate. So, the next time you catch someone maintaining eye contact with you, take a moment to appreciate it. It might just be their way of saying they're truly interested in what you have to say, and in who you are. Next up, we've got the art of the subtle touch, and I do mean subtle. We're not talking about anything grabby or inappropriate, let's keep it PG, folks. But a light brush of the arm when he's making a point, a playful tap on the shoulder when he's telling a joke, these are all little ways of testing the waters, seeing if there's a spark. It's like he's saying, hey, I like being near you, without actually saying it, because that would probably make him trip over his words and turn bright red, which, let's be honest, is kind of adorable. Now, who doesn't love a good compliment? I mean, I practically live for them. But when a guy starts throwing compliments your way like confetti at a parade, there's a good chance he's trying to win you over. And I'm not talking about generic compliments like, oh, you have nice hair. I'm talking about specific compliments like, that shirt looks amazing on you, or you have the best laugh I've ever heard. See, he's paying attention, he's noticing the details, and he wants you to know it. Chapter 4. He leans in when talking. Okay, imagine this. You're at a crowded party, music's blaring, everyone's talking over each other, it's chaos. But amidst all that noise, he leans in when you're talking, like what you have to say is the most important thing in the world. That's a good sign, people. It means he's genuinely interested in what you have to say, he values your opinion, and he's not afraid to get a little closer to hear you better. Plus, it's a great excuse for a little accidental shoulder bump, which, as we learned earlier, is a classic flirting move. Chapter 5. He teases you playfully. Now, I'm a big believer in the power of playful teasing. It's one of those subtle yet powerful ways to build a connection. When someone teases you in a lighthearted manner, it shows that they are comfortable around you and want to see you smile. It's a way to create a fun, flirty dynamic without taking things too seriously. Think of it like a verbal game of tag. You're just chasing each other around with words, and it's all in good fun. This kind of interaction can break the ice and make both of you feel more at ease. It's a playful dance of words that can bring you closer together. Imagine the joy of a playful chase, where the goal isn't to win, but to enjoy the moment. You're engaging in a lighthearted banter that keeps the mood lively and enjoyable. It's like a shared secret language that only the two of you understand. Of course, there's a fine line between playful teasing and being downright mean, so pay attention to his tone and body language. If he's smiling, if his eyes are twinkling, you're good to go. These are signs that he's genuinely enjoying the interaction and wants you to feel the same way. But if he's being sarcastic or hurtful, run for the hills, or at least to the other side of the room. It's important to recognize when the teasing crosses the line and becomes uncomfortable. Always trust your instincts and prioritize your feelings. Remember, playful teasing should always be a two-way street where both parties are having fun. If it ever feels one-sided or mean-spirited, it's time to reassess the situation. Healthy teasing is all about mutual enjoyment and respect. So keep the playful spirit alive, but always be mindful of the boundaries. Enjoy the fun, but never at the expense of someone's feelings. Chapter 6. He remembers small details about you. This one's a biggie. When someone remembers the small details about you, it speaks volumes about their level of interest and care. It's not just about the grand gestures, but the little things that show they are truly paying attention. If he remembers little details about you, things you've told him in passing, it means he's actually listening and not just waiting for his turn to talk. This kind of attentiveness is rare and special. It shows that he values what you say and who you are. Like if you mentioned you were craving pizza the other day and he shows up with a pizza, that's a pretty clear sign he's paying attention. It's these small acts of thoughtfulness that can make a big difference in a relationship. It shows he's not just hearing you, but truly listening and remembering. Or maybe you told him you loved a certain band, and he surprises you with tickets to their concert. Okay, that's next level, but you get the idea. These gestures, big or small, indicate that he's invested in making you happy and cherishing your interests. The point is, when a guy remembers the little things, it shows he cares. It's a sign that he's genuinely interested in you and values your relationship. These small details can build a strong foundation of trust and affection, making your bond even stronger. Chapter 7. He mirrors your actions. Last but not least, we have the fascinating phenomenon of mirroring. Now, this one's often subconscious, but if you notice he's mirroring your body language, like if you cross your legs and he does the same, or if you take a sip of your drink and he follows suit, it could be a sign he's totally smitten. It's like his body can't help but mimic yours because he's so in sync with you. Or maybe he just really likes copying people, who knows? Either way, it's a good sign. So there you have it, folks, the 7 secret signs he's flirting with you. Remember, these are just clues, not guarantees, because let's be honest, men are confusing. But hopefully this gives you a little more confidence to decode those mixed signals and maybe, just maybe, find your lobster. And if all else fails, just ask him straight up if he's flirting with you. What's the worst that could happen? He says no and you have an awkward moment? Please, you've survived worse. You're strong, you're beautiful, you're amazing, and you've got this. Go get him, Tiger.